Uh, the next program it's a free program. The only reason I'm mentioning it because this program has, of course, been around for a while. It's really good because, again, most of us may be um, natural talkers, but we may not be natural writers. And back in the olden days, when we had somebody, a secretary, which it says here was a lost art of taking shorthand. And this is a great way where you can speak in, your phone, and if you need to compose a letter, you can basically compose it. The recognition is really, really good. Probably the best there is out in the market because they've been doing it for so long. But it's a great way to sit down, send a note, dictate a note to yourself, and of course you have the ability to send this on to the office and have them, send it out to people or whatever the case may be. It's a lot quicker way of doing it. Again, when you're traveling, it's easier to sit down and dictate into a phone what you need to get done. And but it's a great program, and again, it's a free program on top of it. This is available in all the formats, so it's not a problem what type of phone you have.
Far out.
This is Haytel. I found this program probably 2 or 3 years ago, and even though I don't use it all that much, but if I have someone, let's say I have salespeople in my office and they have Haytel, and this is available again both on iPhones and the Android market as well. But it basically converts your phone into the Nextel type phone. It turns your phone into a walkie-talkie. Uh, what I like about it is it is a little slow, but what I like about it is, let's say you're going on a trip and you're taking two vehicles and you don't want to call the person every few minutes in their car ahead of you or behind you. Again, this is a walkie-talkie. You hold it, you speak, they get it, and it works very similar the same way. It's a free program, so it doesn't cost anything. They do have to, whoever you talk to, needs to download the same application, but it being free, it makes it pretty easy. And it's called Haytel.
Neat.
This is a great program. Some of us I know have it. It's called Bump. And what it is I put my information into my Bump on my phone, and it's very much like a business card that I have. And if somebody else has Bump and they say, well, I don't have a card with me or whatever the case may be, we can actually bump phones. And when we bump phones, my information transfers to you and your information transfers to me. So it's basically a business card or along that way. And it's just a great way to share information. And there's other applications, including the social network and so on and so forth. But it's a great way of communicating without taking the time. And again, you do it just by tapping phones together. So and it's a free program as well.
Now the idea there is that that you have one card designated in your Rolodex as the one with your information that you want to exchange.
Correct.
Then that's defaulted to that, and the other person doesn't. You guys
Yeah.
just flip flop. Neat. Neat.
Yeah. Yeah. We just transfer, one data from his phone to my phone, mine from his. So it's a great way of doing it, particularly if you're at a meeting, you just bump the phones. It's almost the same way as scanning a QR code on somebody's badge. Same thing, but
Mm.
this way you just bump it and you're done. So, and it's a lot quicker, of
At least
course.
you're not hovering over somebody else's badge too, which is what you
Yeah.
would be doing.
Yeah, you'd be taking a photograph of their QR code, and this way, again, it's so easy. Now, our next thing will be at conferences where we list the attendees and their QR code off to the side. And then that way, if we want to contact those people or put them in our contacts, we can just scan the QR code and be done with it. And that's probably the next step to do for a conference. Uh, Documents to Go. This is a program. It actually cost me um, $17 to buy this program, but I'll tell you the reason why I like it. It has all the documents I need. It can handle Word, it can handle Excel spreadsheets, it can handle PowerPoints, and of course PDFs. I can actually look and edit a PowerPoint from my phone or tablet with Documents to Go. And that's the reason that I love this program, because it's all in one. Now, there's other ones too. There's Quick Office Pro and some other ones, but this is the one that I'm using, and this is probably uh, the best app that I have, I think, on my phone, because I can look at those PDFs. I can make notes on those, on top of those PDFs. And again, I can edit any of these things. I can look at an Excel spreadsheet and I can actually, make comments or even make corrections on them.
Yeah,
So,
these guys have been around forever. I had that on my Palm
hmm
Pilot, I think. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, it's a fantastic program. Another one very similar to, a little bit different than that, is Files Anywhere. We'll talk about a couple of these cloud people. And these Clouds Anywhere is really, really cool because, again, it's a way that you don't have to load up your phone with a lot of space for all these documents you have. Same thing with your iPad. And of course, you can use it from any type of phone or any type of thing, whether it be PC or Mac. And you can actually share those documents, or people can share them with you if you're out in the field. It's an easy way to do it. And again, it's a free application, so most of these free ones, I will try them for a while to see which one I end up using most. And but it's a great way to store your documents. Uh, the other one that we talk about a little bit is Dropbox. Dropbox has been around for a while. It's for iPads, iPhones, Android, Blackberries, whatever you have. And again, it's a free program. They give you, I think it is a gig of space, and so everyone has their own individual box. And we use this a lot for sending proofs out to the field to the reps, and they all have their own Dropbox, and it works fantastic.
And if you have Dropbox, you also have it on your desktop too. So
Sure,
you can immediately shift. If you have two computers, you can have files on both of them virtually
correct.
instantly.
And it's a free download. So you can get it on your mobile device, your iPad, your computer, your laptop, whatever you want to do. And you
For
can,
you, Matt, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
yeah, and you can get access to it anytime you want by just going to Dropbox, logging in with your login and password, and it'll be your box. It's the same on all your items. So,
For you Mac people, this is what Mobile Me was supposed to be,
yeah,
but
yeah.
they couldn't make it work.
Now, and I say Dropbox probably the leader. The next one I wanted to show you is same concept. Is called Box.net, and but what they do is they give you 5 gigs of space free. So it's a little bit more, and you can view your files, of course, on your iPhone, and you can share them. You can sync them even with your PC. So if you are an iPad person, but your office is a PC, that makes it easy to share those documents back and forth. But again, they give you 5 gigs for free. This just really happened a very short time ago, in the last week or so, but Google Drive now is doing the same thing, and they give you 5 gigs of free space. But think of this. You can buy up to 16 terabytes of storage if you want. I mean, I can't imagine. I mean, terabytes, 16. Um, so again, if you're a company that you want to store a lot of documents on, and give everyone in your field access to those documents, you can certainly do that. So it's just very, very interesting how all this cloud stuff is moving. And like I said, they just started. They're a little bit slow in making your. If you notice at the top right, it says your Google Drive is not ready yet. And they're supposed to notify me when they have it ready for me. So it's not really an instant thing. You have to tell them, and then it takes them a while to get to you. I don't know why there's a lag behind. But again, this just happened. It's sort of the buzz on the internet this week. Um, this is a program you probably don't really need to have. It's a PDF reader. What I like about this is when I'm looking at a document that somebody sends me, I can put sticky notes on it. I can highlight certain text. I can draw lines on it and circles, and I can do all kinds of things to the document, send it back, and if it's for my review, and I can send back and send it back and say, these are the things I think you need to, review or straighten out or whatever the case may be. So it's just a good editing program, I want to say.
You can annotate PDFs with this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Neat.
it's sort of cool. Yeah. So, it costs $5, but if you're particularly an editor and they're sending you stuff in the field to edit, or you're on a trip or vacation, this is a great way to use. Um, this is something here. It's just a Gucci, but I like Gucci's every once in a while. Is that this is interesting? You notice the picture that has the bed, and the guy puts his iPhone underneath the bed. And the reason they do that is that not only is this an alarm clock, and it costs you $1, but it also has a wake up application, which is a sleep cycle. And what it does, it analyzes your sleep pattern through the night, and it tells you, if you're restless and you're moving around a lot, it tells by the motion that is on, because it's on your bed. And so it tells you that when the part of your sleep phase is the lightest and the deepest. And I think it's really a cool thing. Like I said, we all got little Gucci's that we like, but I have an alarm clock on mine because I never trust alarm clocks when I'm traveling in hotels and stuff. And
It's probably the most used piece
yeah.
of software on mine. But let's come back to this, because some people have tried this. Sometimes they'll give you bracelets to wear while you're asleep, and the idea is it'll shake you awake at the
Hmm.
absolute right point in your REM cycle.
Yeah.
Uh, you don't really believe this, do you?
I can say that if you're really restless and you're moving around and you
Hmm.
and stuff, obviously you're not in a deep sleep.
Okay,
And
it tells you what kind of sleep you're in. It doesn't wake you up at the exact point in your sleep
yeah,
when you're not.
it really
Okay.
depends on if I'm dreaming X-rated or just G. So if X-rated and I'm
What are the
excited,
chances of
yeah,
that?
yeah. But what's interesting about this too is that when it wakes you up, it wakes you up with your favorite iPod music. So it's not sounding like a
Yeah.
siren going off. Of course, some of us need a siren go off to get up in the morning, but
Well, for
not all
all you sales managers out there who are having trouble getting people into the sales meeting on time,
of us.
this
Yeah,
is
set this alarm.
there. There you go.
Yeah. Um, this is something again I have on mine, and one of the things I noticed with particularly cell phones is that when you're using your phone throughout the day, I keep my phone on 24/7, and but what'll happen is that sometimes it doesn't close out a lot of those applications. Your phone gets sluggish, and not only that, it just absolutely kills your battery. So if you have a task killer of some type, you can see, oh hell, I got that program. I got K9 open, or I got my GPS is still open, or all these other programs. You can kill those applications, and again, it's a tremendous battery saver. And that's one of the things when people say, "Man, I'm draining my battery bad." Well, it's probably because they're connected to Bluetooth, they're connected to Wi-Fi, they're connected to 4G, and they're connected to Bluetooth, and
You
all
forget
these things.
about all that stuff that's running in the background.
You do, and you don't think about it. Some of them may show up along the top, but most of it does not, particularly applications, and it's all running in the background. So the best thing to do is kill those applications. You select which ones you want to kill, and but if you don't have this, perhaps if you don't have a battery problem, it's not a problem for you. But if you see by 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon your battery's getting shot, you probably got a lot of stuff. Now you can turn your phone off and then turn it back on, and wait for it to reboot. That'll do the same thing. But if you don't want to do that, this is a great way of doing it. Now, not all phones, iPhones, we know this, they don't have flash. But if you're an Android thing, there are flash. It allows you to see some of these websites that are in flash. And but Adobe Reader, of course, just reads the PDFs. You can do that with Documents to Go just as easy. All these are free applications. The Photoshop one is really good because sometimes you take a photo and it turned out really dark, and you want to go ahead and email it in, particularly if you're a salesperson. I can take the Photoshop version